Good morning. This is the second day in the sense of change. There's been a change in my self-image, the way I show myself to the rest of the people. So we were talking about self-image. I like to say self-image is pretty much divided in two parts. The first part is pretty much in our conscious mind, is the way people see us, the way we want to look, the projection, what we want to project to people. We gotta project, a confident person. We're gonna project a funny guy, or a lovely girl. So we decide pretty much depend, based in our self image. um, so the self-image is a little more deep in our consciousness. Actually, it's in the subconscious mind. And the self-image I'm talking about is a record of the past. Science says, we start doing during the early childhood, our brain start, keeping all these memories and events, and start, creating self-image. You know, pretty much based in our parents, people, raise us, environment, any experience, is shaping this the inner self image. But this one, like I said, most of the time is deep in the subconscious mind. Most of the time, we are not even aware of it. But the other one is the one, the social mask, the ego, the one, we want to show to people, how people, see us. We have to work with both. If the result in your life, the result you have right now, is not what you want, most of the time, it's related to this self-image. Sometimes, this self-image, is broken. That was my case. When I was a little kid, far I remember, until I left my house when I was about 17 years old. My father always told me, you are good for nothing. You're kind of stupid. And so I grew up thinking, well, that's my father. He's right. There got to be something wrong with me. So I grew up with this idea. There was something wrong with me. I'm stupid. I'm good for nothing. So and then when you leave your house, you have to face this outside world, and that self-image you have, is the one, uh, pretty much where you take your decision. What is pretty much tells you what is available for you, what is possible for you. And when you got a broken self-image, it's hard. It's hard. Life can be pretty hard. So the good thing, the good news is, this can be fixed, can be repaired, can be changed. And sometimes, exterior change helps to do the interior change. So the second step, in the transformation to success is, you know, take care of your outside image, take care, the what you project to people. Try, to change, the posture, the way you sit, the way you talk, the energy, put in your words. Um, so people, see, oh, maybe this guy has something to do, something to say, or maybe I want to do business with him, or maybe I want to, I'm interested, what he's selling, or whatever you have to offer to them. Maybe people, start reacting to how the way they see you. The possibilities for us, start increasing. Jim Brown says, you need to become attractive, to the market. So that means, you need to become an attractive person. I'm not talking, physical, just physical, I'm talking about, confidence, learn, study, educate yourself. So all these, makes you more valuable to the marketplace. So, like I said, first step, self-image. And then, go deep inside your memories and try to figure um, how you see yourself, how the little child is inside yourself. It is a confident child, is a scary child, is a child, is still suffering from the past. I love my father now. Today, my father, and I were pretty good friends. But then later on, I discovered he wasn't against me. He wasn't against himself. He had a pretty broken self-image as well, because he suffered, a very hard childhood. After the years, you start understanding. Oh, wait a minute. It wasn't with me. It wasn't against himself. So, like I said, sometimes, it doesn't matter how old you are. That little child inside yourself can still be pretty active and take a very important role in your daily decisions and your daily life. So, a sample what I'm talking about, for example, Robert Williams. Robert Williams was the finest guys in the world. That's the way I saw it. That's the way people see it. It's time, interviews, movies. He got all the reasons in the world to be happy. Very, he was one of the, I guess, the 1% of people in this planet. He made it. And he made it big time. And each time, we saw an interview, he was a funny guy, and then one day he was gone. He, took his life. And then, we discovered he was suffering from, I don't know, I cannot tell you, but, he was dealing with depression, dealing with many inner, problems of, can be basically the way we saw him was completely different, the way he seen himself. So, like I said, first step, we got to work with self-image. We're gonna keep talking about self-image in the future, how to fix it, or how to upgrade our self-image. So for now, just small steps. Tomorrow we're gonna take about self-care. So one thing, is how I look. Another thing is what I'm doing to take care of this body, take care of this model who walks around over the planet. So, second step, take self-care. All right, guys, don't give up. Still fighting. Stay with me. I can help you. Thank you.